Hey Leo, welcome to Healing Me, where we are healing me. Ooh, this is going to be your last full moon reading for 2021. It's going to show you the energies and messages that are most important that you need to hear. It's going to prepare you for the energies that are available, the closing out this 2021 and bringing into 2022. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, so what we got, Leo, is believe in the impossible, blue moon, absolutely. So I'm channeling messages for those that have been throughout this year working on themselves and having the courage to believe in the impossible. Believe that you create what you think, believe that you create what you dream about, what you desire wants to manifest, and if that those things can come into fruition regardless of how you don't have to know how it's going to come in, but you're starting to see the magic within, you're starting to see the creator within, and now you have put yourself in the position for what people would say would be the impossible, but know that in the impossible is possible. So everything says I am possible, and you're realizing that everything that you want, Leo, is possible, and you're starting to see those things come into fruition in this full moon, okay? Because you have allowed yourself to overcome fear, to release the things that were blocking you, to release the things that were holding you back from expressing yourself in your gifts, in your desires, in your passions, in your dreams. You've released the things that were holding you back, that were keeping your dreams small. You've released the things that were allowing you to keep attracting in those same toxic patterns over and over and over. You decided that I don't want to live those toxic patterns anymore. You've released the things that were keeping you caged in, Leo. You were released the things that really weren't allowing you to be who you really were. You've done a lot of inner child healing and started to see the things that you really needed, that you've needed for a very long time. You do deserve. You've learned how to self-love on yourself and self-care. You're learning to take your power back, right? And so all of those things, fear is false evidence appearing real, right? So all those false evidence appearing real things that were playing out in your life, you allow to release those things back into the universe, back where they belong, and you allow your light is now allowing to blossom in ways that it wasn't before, which is why you're now attracting in the impossible that wasn't possible in your life before, because you weren't on this vibration, because these things were trapping you. Fear-based thought bases were trapping your dreams, your desires, your passion, your true life, your true life, your true life. That's not what I'm trying to say. Your true self, right? Blocking your self-love. Fear was blocking your self-worth of yourself, how you see yourself, right? It may have been things from childhood that were trapping the way that you were viewing yourself. Those things you've overcome, right? And you've released, which is now things are now you're able to keep your mind on seeing yourself doing exactly what you want, seeing that it's attainable, and if you can see it, you know that you can have it. And now you're taking that power in, and now transformative, unbelievable to people change. People would think it's unbelievable, massive changes, transformative changes, breakthroughs that are happening in all kind of things, breakthroughs that are happening in career, breakthroughs that are happening in every way fashionable, right? That weren't before. But definitely I'm getting a lot of career changes, things that are coming that you were only dreaming of, you're seeing really are coming into fruition right before your eyes, Leo, in this season and into this next year as well, I'm hearing. So definitely you're realizing you're amazing yourself. You're in awe of yourself. You're like, oh my gosh, I really can do this. I really can have this. I really can be this, okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Because Goddess of the Shadows, what you perceive to be your dark side holds a hidden treasure. Absolutely. You started to see your self-worth and started to see the gift in everything, started to see the benefit in everything, started to see the light in everything. You're starting to do a lot of healing this year. A lot of your chakras are starting to heal, so therefore a lot of things are coming into balance. A lot of spiritual healing, a lot of spiritual ascension, a lot of spiritual awakening to self, a lot of self-empowerment has awakened in you. You've allowed yourself to see where you used to see something small or little, or not the magnitude of how you are beautiful and creative and the massive creator that's unlocking in yourself now, right? Again, the snake also talks about the ascension, the spiritual growth, the spiritual awakening. So that's what these experiences have led you to all year long. And even before this, now you're awakening in ways you hadn't before, blossoming in ways that you haven't before, which is why you're bringing in those massive impossible changes that people around you are seeing. You're flourishing in ways that you hadn't before. Your businesses are flourishing, your relationships are flourishing, your light is flourishing, you're seeming, you already were magnetic, had the power to be magnetic and sexy and things of that nature, but it's on a whole nother level coming in now. I just saw 555 on the clock. So massive transformative changes are happening because you started to see the beauty in those things that you didn't see in yourself were beautiful, and you started to take your power back, and now you don't let those things the habit of allowing this type of energy to hold you back, right? This type of energy used to cage you in. Now this type of energy, by switching your thought process of that, right? Instead of seeing only the negative and holding yourself to that and punishing yourself for not being good enough. That was a lie, and that you were always amazing, regardless if you did this, or this per that lie. And now because you embrace that power back, now that doesn't have control on you anymore. And now you have just, whoop, that switch has now enlightened you, and now you blossomed. Those are the type of things that are happening. And now you're seeing the fruits of your labor. Again, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Again, you learn to love yourself unconditionally. You learn to trust the power within, trust your intuition, trust the non-physical part of you, the divine that flows to you, through you, and all around you. That is the real you that's bigger than this body. You realize that you didn't have to, this body, no matter what the body looked like or what have you, you are perfect, and you learn to self-love. You learn to devote in yourself. You learn to know who you are and be guided by your spiritual guidance. You learn to expand and heal in your sacral chakra, right? And that's bringing massive changes and massive transformative possibilities now that you haven't been able to unlock now. Now you have new creative ways and ideas and resources and collaborations, and people are seeing your fruits of your labor all this time. Now there's not the blockages that were there. Now you're starting to get open doors, opportunities, that you weren't being, seen for before, right? New self-value in yourself. Now it made things start exploding around yourself in ways that you have not seen. That's what's happening in this season, okay? Let's see what messages came out, Leo. Failure is not an option. Again, you realize that there was never any failure. There was only experiences, and that unlocked for some a whole new thought process, which unlocked a whole new you, which locked up all this abundance now, okay? Again, a lot of us are getting that in this reading. Allow love. So you're learning to allow love yourself where you weren't loving yourself before, where you were holding yourself to this other standard that was provided to you as a child. That was a lie. And you would beat yourself up. Now you know to embrace yourself, to love on yourself, to nurture yourself. That's allowing in love. When you start allowing in love on yourself, it changed the game all around you, okay? And that is all of our superpower. Now justice, overdue blessings are coming in. Again, overdue breakthroughs. You're aligning to your purpose that Leos have, right? You're aligning to that light, that flame, and now it's exploding everything that and bringing in all the justice and overdue blessings that the floodgates are open, is what I'm hearing, right? Everything that this unlocked, right? with this cage unlocked, that's the justice that's coming in, that's overdue. Everything that this cage was holding, that's the justice that's coming through, okay? Because yes, you are reinventing yourself.